If the motto of the channel is reimagine, should that be used in some way? Like a reimagineer? Reimaginer? What are we gonna call this segment then? I don't know, I can only think of one title at a time. Can we just stick with what we got? Yeah, sure. Hello, Reimaginers. It's RJ and Chester. And we're pretty crafty folks around here at Short Puppet Arts Theater. So this summer, we're gonna show you some of the animal-based crafts that Chester and I have been making. Woo! But before we get started, you see my wacky and crazy design on my shirt? This is actually a shirt that I designed. It's a little creature called a bumble dragon. I think I posted the original sketch on Instagram like way back for Inktober. But I've made a whole bunch of designs like the bumble dragon and other fun creatures on Zazzle. You can go check it out at Continuous REM Sleep at Zazzle.com. We'll leave a link in the description below. Feel free to go on over there after this video and check it out and see all the fun, crazy stuff that we do on the side. As if I wasn't already doing enough between these videos and my regular job and my drawing progress on Instagram and Zazzle. And I haven't cleaned out the lizard's terrarium yet, have I? Oh, I knew there was something else on my list today. And also, as we're teaching you how to make these fun animal crafts, our local animal knowledge expert, Bambi, is going to tell you all she knows about the particular animal that we're making the craft about. So, not only will you learn how to make a cute craft, but you'll learn some fun animal facts too. Thanks, boss. I hope I can teach you lots of fun facts about the animals these crafts are based on. That's what I call education at its finest. So what are we making today? I see a sock here. Yes, today we are going to make a sock puppet. I love sock puppets! What kind of sock puppet are we doing today? This one's going to turn into a giraffe. A giraffe? Yep, we're going to make a giraffe out of a sock. Yep, and I'm going to show you how. But first we need to go over the materials that you will need to make a fun giraffe sock puppet. So you're going to need the sock, of course. Yep, one of the most important details of a sock puppet is you need some kind of sock. It can be any old sock from your sock drawer that you don't tend to wear anymore, or you can go to a thrift store and find socks there. Wherever you might find an unwanted sock that no longer goes on your foot, you can turn it into a fun new companion for your hand. Another thing you're going to need is a cardboard tube. This tube here just came off of the toilet paper roll we used this morning. Oh, gross. Because we are very heavily economically? You mean eco-friendly? Yes, eco-friendly, that's the word. I'm sorry, when I do these things on the fly, my words, they fail me a lot. If any of you have seen my cartoon corners, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's just all over the place. But my words are always perfect. Yeah, whatever. Okay, yes, so it's kind of gross to have a used toilet paper tube as part of our craft, but we're trying to be eco-friendly here, and a big part of being eco-friendly is to reuse materials that you already have. This also makes it cheaper on yourself when you're getting supplies to make the crafts. That way you don't have to go to the store and buy some fancy $20 to $30 materials. You can just scavenge around of what you already have, maybe lying around in your recycle or in your old sock drawer. Oh, creative. And helping animals. I call that a win-win. The next thing you're going to need are some googly eyes here. That's it. You don't have anything else to say about the googly eyes? No, I have nothing else to say about the googly eyes. And you will also need some kind of cardboard. As you can see, this has already been cut up pretty good. It was the cardboard box that my copy of Gravity Falls came in. But I always keep cardboard boxes around because I use them in a lot of different crafts. You're also going to need some kind of yellow paper or foam core. This is yellow foam core that I have right here. It's also sticky on the back, which is great because it can stick onto hard surfaces. It might not work as well with our sock, which is why we have the next thing here, a hot glue gun. This is my absolute favorite thing to use whenever I'm attaching materials together. I am a hot glue gun fanatic. Of course, if you don't want to burn your fingers 20 different times like I have on many occasions making puppets. Waffles the cuttlefish was the worst contender in that case. I burned myself 5 times making him. but a regular glue will work as well. And lastly, you're going to need some kind of marker coloration. You're going to need some kind of black marker, and you're going to need some kind of red marker. Now, I like to use Sharpies and nice, what brand is this? Prismacolor, it says, yeah. I tend to have fancier markers lying around my place, but don't worry, regular Crayola markers will work for this as well. You forgot scissors. You're right, I need scissors. And last but not least, you're going to need a pair of scissors. Wow, this is a lot of materials for a sock puppet. Yep, now it's time we show you how to turn all of this into the fun new giraffe sock puppet friend. So the first and probably most important step of making any kind of puppet is the mouth. The mouth is the most critical part of a puppet. That's how we talk. If we don't have a working mouth, then we can't talk. And puppets love to talk all the time. That's right. So you want to make sure that you got a nice working joint on your mouth here so your puppet can talk a lot. That's why all these corners of the box are going to make great models for mouths. You see, they're already pre-folded. That's a bad example. Yeah, let's scrap that. Hold on. All right, I'm going to have Chester hold this piece here, and I'm going to cut off a piece of our cardboard here because we are not going to need all of this for the mouth. So, we've got a side of the cardboard here, and as you can see, there's still stuff written on it from when it was packaged. But the part that I'm really looking for here is that nice crease in the middle. That means that the back of our mouth here is already pre-made, and all we have to do is cut it and shape it into the mouth that will fit our sock puppet. So, in order to make your mouth here, once again, you want to make sure that the middle of your mouth is right here on that crease line. That'll be the back of your puppet's mouth. And then from there, you're going to take a black marker, any kind you have. It can be thin or thick. And you want to make sure to draw 2 semicircles. One on the bottom part underneath the crease and one on the top over the crease. That will form the top and the bottom parts of the puppet. While we're doing this and cutting out the shape, we're going to take it over to Bambi to give you some giraffe facts. Take it away, Bambi! Well, for starters, there are 9 subspecies of giraffes. The reticulated giraffe, the Maasai giraffe, Angolan giraffe, Kordofan giraffe, Nubian giraffe, Rothschild giraffe, South African giraffe, Thornycroft or Rhodesian giraffe, and the West African or Nigerian giraffe. The easiest way to spot the differences between them is their spots are all very unique, similar to human thumbprints. The reticulated giraffe is the most well-known of the 9 giraffe subspecies and is by far the giraffe most commonly seen in zoos. Up until recently, we thought that there were only 1 species of giraffe and lots of subspecies. But in 2016, some scientists released a study that claims genetic differences among giraffe populations that indicate the existence of 4 distinct giraffe species within those 9 subspecies. Whoa, I had no idea that there were different species of giraffes. That's crazy. That sure is interesting. So we've got our pre-made mouth here. And before we glue it onto our puppet, we actually want to make sure to add the tongue in. It gets a lot harder to color the inside of the mouth once it's in the puppet. So what you're going to do, if you can give me that red marker there, Chester. Okay. We're going to take our red marker here and draw where we want his tongue and color it in from there. And then around the tongue, we'll make sure to color it black for the inside of the mouth. Now when we do tongues, we like to make a little bit of a heart shape. So the top of the heart is in the back of the mouth where the crease is. And then the bottom of the heart for the end of the tongue is at the bottom of the mouth, like so. And go ahead and fill it in. So now we've got our tongue for our puppet mouth. Next thing to do is to color the inside of the mouth around the tongue. Giraffes sleep less than 2 hours a day. I can't even imagine. I'm a bear. I like to sleep for a long time. To sleep for only 2 hours. Well, in general, they like to sleep with their feet tucked under them and their head resting on their hindquarters. It's really cute. But they can also sleep for short periods of time while standing up. All right, that's it. So this is the whole inside of our mouth here. One last thing, and this is just a minor detail, you can choose to add it or not, is I like to put a little black line right in the middle of our heart tongue here. That's to show the crease. I don't think they could understand you when you were talking like that. Sorry. Here, you can see it better on you. The crease of the tongue. So the black line will be the crease of the tongue there. Go ahead and add that in, Chester. Perfect. Okay, now the next step is to get our mouth into our sock puppet. And in order to do that, I'm gonna need both hands. So you're gonna have to bail on this one, Chester. Bye! I've given our hot glue gun some time to warm up here while we were making the mouth. And now it's time to get the mouth attached on to the sock. Now, since we've already colored the inside, we're gonna glue this onto our outside of our sock. So first, what we need to do is get hot glue around the outside of our mouth here. And then you will put your hand inside of the sock to get an idea of where you would want the mouth to be. This might take some time because, especially for this sock I chose, it doesn't really have a good position of where to put the bottom lip. But if you've got a sock that's got a different coloration for the toes compared to the rest of it, then you can use this for sort of the mouth area of your giraffe, where the rest of his snout would be. So, let's see how many times I get burned. All right, fantastic. I only got burned once. Now, while we're waiting for that mouth to cool, we're going to use our cardboard tube to make the ears and the little nubs on the top of the giraffe's head. Yeah, what are those nubby things called, Bambi? That's a great question, you two. The little nubs, as you put it, on the giraffe's head are called ossicones. Female ossicones are smaller and have a small tuft of fur on top, while the boy ossicones are bald on the top. These knobs are used to protect the head when the males fight, which involves swinging their necks at each other in a show of strength called necking. It's actually pretty intense. Oh, okay. So how do we make them? Well, once again, we're going to need one of our markers here to draw on the ears and the nubby things. I already forgot what the name of them was again. Bambi literally just told us and I already forgot. And what you're going to do, Chester, is you're going to make kind of a flower petal shape starting at the bottom here, and that will be our ears. The one thing that sticks out the most about a giraffe is its long neck, which can be up to 8 feet in length and can weigh almost 500 pounds. So we've drawn our design for both the ears and you forgot what they were called again, didn't you? Yes! Those things. We've got our drawings for those along the tube. Now the next thing to do is to cut them out. I don't know if I trust you doing the cutting, Chester. How about you hold it? Okay, fine. Giraffes' necks are some of the tallest out of all animals, but it is still only made out of 7 bones, or vertebrae. This is the same number of bones that are in a human neck. Their bones are just a lot larger than a human's. All right, now we have our ears and the little nubs all cut out. So feel free to go ahead and color them in. Since the sock here I'm using is black, I'm going to use black markers for this, but you can use any kind of color marker that you want. What do we do with the scraps? These can go and recycle, or if you still got a large portion left, like this tube here, you can turn that into supplies for a future project. Neat. I've colored both the fronts and the backs of my ears and the nubs, so that way if you're looking at the puppet from behind, you still see coloration. Now for a little bit more gluing. What we want to do now is glue our ears, the nubs, and googly eyes onto your giraffe to give him his face. When you put the ears down, you want to make sure you hold them into place and count to about 10 seconds. So that way it gives the glue some time to dry. If you're using regular Elmer's glue, then the best way to do this is to keep your sock laying flat onto the ground and then have your ears sticking up and holding onto them from there. The idea is you want to make sure to get that 3D rounded effect when you glue them onto your giraffe. Get off me, glue. All right, next are the ambules. Is that what they're called? Ambules? Next, we're gonna glue these on. And they're gonna be a little bit slightly in front of our ears here. So you're gonna make sure that they're a little bit ahead of the ears, and then the eyeballs will be on front of that, around the nose line. Oh, this was not a good idea. This was a bad idea. Do not do what I just did there. Do not. Because now I got hot glue all over his cute little mouth. Okay, I'm gonna have to lie him flat for the rest, because I'm gonna end up burning myself again if I don't. Hey, it's my co-host, Toffee. Hi, Toffee. He always comes out when I'm doing these. Let's see, my googly eyes here are actually different colors. They're leftovers from when I made these little stuffed lions for last Christmas for like 60 kids, because I was crazy. So I get to choose my colors. You can use regular googly eyes too, but I like picking out the colored ones. They aren't any more expensive at the craft store as far as I know. They're just like about $3 to $4 for a tiny little pack like this, and they give you about 80 to 100 googly eyes in each pack. So you get more than enough to make one of these. He's a very dark giraffe, so I want to give him some bright colors. Let's make them pink. Pink eyes are a lot of fun, unless you're a human. If you've got pink eye as a person, you need to go see a doctor, because pink eye is very contagious. I just realized I don't know if the camera's turned on right now. If the camera is not turned on while I'm doing this, I am going to be so mad. Newborn baby giraffes are up to 6 feet tall when born. That's about the size of a human male. Imagine, oh, the pain the giraffe mother must go through. Well, except she's taller, so I guess she doesn't feel it as much. Calves are able to run around after only a few hours. Although the first 2 weeks of their lives, they generally lie down with their mother guarding them, as they can easily become prey to lions, hyenas, and leopards. Only between 25 to 50% of calves reach adulthood. If the calves do survive, then they can have a lifespan of up to 25 years. Our giraffe friend is almost complete. There's just one more thing we need to add. His spots! That's right, Chester. Giraffes have spots. Whether they're nice smooth spots or jagged spots, all giraffes have some kind of spot to act as their thumbprint, just like Bambi said. So, to make the spots, I'm going to use my yellow foam core here. Since there is a sticky on the back, we're gonna draw on the back the different spot shapes that we want to be on the giraffe. And from there, we will cut out the shapes and either stick them on, and if they don't stick, we'll glue them on. And once again, you don't have to have foam core for this. If you've got some kind of construction paper, you can use those for the spots as well. I just happen to have lots of foam core lying about because it's a material I use for a lot of different projects, and I gotta use the scraps because eco-friendliness. Reduce, reuse, recycle, woo! All right, now we've got all of our spot designs drawn on the back of our foam core. The next thing to do is cut them out. All right, now we've got all of our fun little shape spots to put on our giraffe. The next thing to do is peel off the backs and stick them on, and if the sticky part doesn't work, then we've got the glue gun on standby. Can I use the glue gun? No, you cannot use the glue gun. We want to make sure we get them all around his body here. That's right, we can't have a bear giraffe. Then it's not a giraffe, you know, it's just a bear. The neck's not the only long thing on the giraffe. They also have a really long tongue. It can get up to 21 inches, and it helps them pluck tasty morsels from the branches. This tongue is called prehensile because the giraffe can use it to curl around the branch and pluck the things off, almost like a set of a very large wet finger for them. Giraffes eat most of the time, and like cows, they will regurgitate food and chew it as cut. And here we have it. Our cute little sock giraffe is all done. Hello! Aw, he looks so cute! What should we name him? You have any ideas? Let's name him Gerard. I'm not naming a giraffe Gerard. It's like the most common giraffe name ever. How about Malcolm? Okay, Malcolm the giraffe. It suits him. I hope you enjoyed this how-to craft making video with animal facts thrown in. This is the first time that we've combined doing a craft related video with an animal facts related video. So if you like this, make sure to put a pause up and press that like button. And don't forget to comment and subscribe as well. Make sure to ring that bell for the next time one of these rolls around. Next time we'll be doing a fun jellyfish paper plate. Ooh, I like jellyfish. They're so jelly and wiggly. That's why they're called jellyfish, I think. And feel free to check out all the other stuff on the channel too. We do a whole lot more here. We kind of do a little bit of everything because we like to reimagine. Until next time, say goodbye, Chester. Goodbye! Say goodbye, Malcolm. Goodbye. We'll work on the voice.